Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about how to increase your vocabulary by reading fiction. I am really excited for this video and I hope you come along with me to see what I am learning. So hi, my name is Talia. I like bandanas, I like books, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. Today I'm going to be talking about reading fiction and how fiction can improve your life and some vocabulary that I have recently learned by reading fiction. So let's jump into it. There's been quite a lot of studies that show the benefits reading fiction can have on your life. I feel like there's kind of like this group of people who think that reading fiction is just kind of like, not a waste of time, but they just don't get it. They're like, oh, well, it's all make-believe. You're not really learning anything. Like, what's the point? And I will argue very strongly that reading fiction has so many benefits, and there are tons of studies that show this. Reading fiction can improve your creativity, can improve your empathy, can improve the way you relate to people. There's been scientific studies done that show that the parts of your brain that understand stories are overlap with the parts of your brain that interact with people. So by reading stories, it can affect the part of your brain that interacts with people. Reading fiction helps with creativity. It helps increase your memory. It can help you sleep better. There's just, the list is endless of ways that reading fiction can help you. It can help with stress. For me, I mean, anyone who's read a good fantasy knows that it can be just a source of escape from your everyday routine. And also reading fiction can improve your vocabulary, which is what we are talking about in this video today. There have been studies shown that show the part of your brain that understands language is more active after reading fiction. And there have been studies shown that tested a multitude of people and have found that the people that read fiction have greater ranges of vocabulary than the people that read nonfiction. So that is really fun for me because reading fiction is something that I love doing, and I love, just since I have been reading more and more fiction, the impact it has had on me and my moods and personality and the way I'm able to interact better with my kids. And I have also been learning a bunch of new words. So today I'm going to go through just a few words that I have learned recently, because if I get to a part in a book when I don't understand a word, I like to look it up and see what it means. So I'm going to share those words with you. So the first three words are from the book Scythe, which I loved, and I talk about it in one of my recent reads videos that I'll link up there for you if you want to see. But the first word that I learned in Scythe was obsequious. Now, obsequious means obedient or attentive to an excessive or servile degree. So if someone is being like extra good, like doing everything they're supposed to do and going above and beyond, they are being obsequious. That word goes along with sycophantic. So sycophantic means behaving or done in an obsequious way in order to gain advantage. So the way these words were used in the book is the Scythes have this power and are kind of treated as royalty. And when they come into a room or are walking down the streets, people are described as being like obsequious and sycophantic around them. Like basically they're trying to like be really good and like, oh, what can I do for you? How can I help you? In order to gain their favor, because they don't want to be gleaned, and that's what the Scythes are there for most of the time. So basically it's fancy words for butt kissing is what I got out of it. Another word I learned from Scythe is ostentatious. I had heard this one before, but was not really clear on the meaning. So ostentatious is characterized by vulgar or pretentious display designed to impress or attract notice. So there was this one Scythe who liked to wear his blingy outfit and like diamonds and jewels and traveled in style, and he was ostentatious. All three of these words are adjectives, by the way. I learned a word from reading Oscar Wilde. I'm not sure exactly which Oscar Wilde story. It was part of my short story reading in the month of May, but I did make a note of it. So the word I used was brougham. The word I learned was brougham. And brougham is a light, closed, horse-drawn carriage with the driver outside in front. So, never knew what that was called. So that is what it is called. It makes me think of, in Cinderella, wasn't she riding in like the pumpkin, and the pumpkin turned into a carriage and there was a driver out front? Is that right? I think that would be called a brougham. Okay, so I also learned a word from Project Hail Mary, which I read recently. I do not have any reviews up for it, but spoiler alert, I loved it. So there will be a review coming out on that soon. The word I learned from Project Hail Mary is anthropomorphizing. So to anthropomorphize something is to give it human characteristics, specifically to give human characteristics to something that is not human, whether it be a pet. I think I anthropomorphize my books sometimes because I treat them like they are my friends that can give me comfort and joy. People anthropomorphize rocks sometimes. I know like pet rocks are a whole thing. So yes, that is what anthropomorphize means. So those are the words I want to share with you today. What words have you learned recently? Let me know. What stories are you reading that are helping you expand your vocabulary? I hope you take time to do some reading today. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. And as always, if you are having a bad hair day, just wear a bandana. Bye.